So this is part 2 of a 3-part video series where I explain in detail about how to set up some form of a passive income. Now in this second part of the video series, I'm going to talk to you about what a sales funnel is and how it works. So I'm going to dive into the details of that right after this. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to explain to you what a sales funnel is and then also explain to you how it works. So with that being said, let's just jump right onto my computer and let's start diving over the individual parts of the sales funnel. So here's the basic setup of a sales funnel. We're going to talk about each one of these items individually. So the first one I want to go over is the lead generator or the awareness. Now, to bring people into the top of your sales funnel, you can do this one of two ways. You can do it either with paid traffic or you can do it with organic traffic. And what we're going to talk about mainly in here is both. It doesn't really matter which one. Paid traffic, I will say this, is going to generate a lot more traffic into your sales funnel a lot faster, but it is going to cost you money. If you want to implement organic strategies to bring traffic into your sales funnel, then it's not going to cost you any money, but it is going to take a lot longer to generate more leads. So that's basically what the lead generator or bringing awareness to your audience, that's basically all that means is you've captured your audience, you've captured someone's attention to where now they want to check out a little bit more about what you have to offer. So that's going to be like your advertising platforms or maybe a YouTube channel or whatever organic strategies you're going to be using to, of course, like I said, drive your traffic and your audience into the top of the sales funnel. So here's a couple of examples of some Facebook ads. I really like going with the ad side of things for the most part because this will generate an audience for me automatically while I can work on the organic stuff at the same time. So I'm not going to dive into the details of organic. There's a lot of different ways to do organic, but with the paid advertisement, you can see right over here is an example of an engagement ad. So an engagement ad is basically just an ad that you want to get out in front of a lot of people, maybe start building an audience. There is no actual call to action, or we refer to it as the CTA. And in this, there's no way for them to actually purchase or move into a sales funnel, but you can build an audience that you can retarget later by using an engagement ad similar to this. This one over here is more going to be your conversion ad. Now this actually has a call to action where you can actually click. In this particular ad, we talk about grabbing the 2019 affiliate playbook. And you can see right there is where they have the option where they click on that ad to download, okay? So now once they get into when they click on that button to download, that brings them into the sales funnel like we talked about earlier, and that makes that person now either a lead or a prospect, okay? So now they're at the very top of the funnel. We know that they're considered a lead or prospect because they've taken interest from our advertisement and they are looking at getting more information about maybe your product or your service or anything that you're wanting to sell, okay? So when they click on that download button, it brings them to what we like to call capture page or landing page, okay? This is where your leads and prospects will land after they click that button in my particular example. Okay, now everybody's sales funnel is going to be set up a little bit different, okay? Understand that when your leads are in that lead section, like we just showed right here in this area, when they're in the very top of the sales funnel, right up in this area, then they're going to, the first process that they're going to be going through is some form of a landing page. And this just gives you an example of the landing page that Affiliate Institute provides us, where we can use this as a pre-made sales funnel. So as you can see right here, they have the download now button. This is where they would access that 2019 affiliate playbook that I was talking about in the ad. And then after they do that, when they click that button right there, then that's going to bring up this. Okay, so this is where they would enter their first name and their email. And the beautiful part of this aspect of the sales funnel is when they, what we call opt-in, when they opt in to receive this information, this allows us to capture their name and their email so that we can provide them with additional information or communicate with them on many different levels through email. So by them entering their information in here, that allows us to communicate with them on a much deeper level. So after they've entered their information here and they hit download now, they'll enter their first name and then of course their email, and then they'll click the download now button. And after they click that, this comes to a thank you video. So this is an example of a thank you video where Julian Sherman is one of my mentors. He put this video together where all my leads and prospects can watch this, and he basically says, you know, thanks for taking interest in, you should have your 2019 affiliate playbook. It's in your email now and all that other good stuff. And then he also introduces the next step, which is if you want to get more information about affiliate marketing, you could click this button right here where you can get registered for an actual web class that Julian presents and give you more information about affiliate marketing. So you see there's a process that you take them through. So the beautiful thing about this, why the sales funnel is designed as a funnel, because as people go through these process, the ones that are just tire kickers, not really interested, they'll just eventually close out and leave. But the ones that are serious and committed, they're going to stick with this and they're going to keep going through this process. So this eliminates a lot of the garbage where people are just wanting to waste your time and stuff like that. We don't want to waste their time, so they always have the option of leaving, but those that are serious, they will continue to go through this process. So after they click that button, now they're in the interest phase of the sales funnel. Now what this means is they're wanting to see more information. You've caught their interest, and now it's time for you to provide them the next step. So that brings up, like what I said earlier, Julian offers this in-depth video explaining more about affiliate marketing. Of course, if you're not doing affiliate marketing, you can have an in-depth video explaining whatever product or service that you're actually offering. And then as they watch this video and as they collect more information, ultimately, they're going to make a decision. So at the very bottom of the sales funnel, this is where now they have the option of whether they want to buy your product or buy your services. They can make that decision to either move forward with you or to close it out and go on with their day doing something else. So boom, that is when the money hits the bank. Okay, so notice now at this point, everything that they've done has all been set up beforehand. This sales funnel is always created way in advance, and then you put this live out there on the internet, and then when you run your ad, then it drives the, it brings them through that sales funnel process where at the bottom, when they make the decision that, yes, I love this product, I love this service, I want to get it, they make that purchase. Now the money goes to the bank, and guess what? You weren't even there for the whole process. So let's just kind of reiterate exactly what I was talking about. The advertisement that goes into the very top of the funnel, and then that's your leads and your traffic. As your traffic goes through your sales funnel, some people are going to bounce away, some people are going to stick with it. So when you have your lead or your prospect, they're going to look at whatever information you have at the very beginning. If they like it, they're going to take the next step to learn more. That's when they're in the interest phase. And then if you do a very good job in explaining more about your products and your services while they're in the interest phase, then they will make the decision of whether or not they want to buy. So let's go back to this page real quick just for a second, because I want to just explain a little bit more detail about this. The beautiful part about this is now that you've captured their name and their email, like I said earlier in the video, this allows you to reach out to them in their email and provide them with additional information. What do we call this process? It's nothing more than the follow-up process. Okay, follow up with email with all of your potential clients or customers or leads or whatever you want to call them. Following up with them is the most important aspect of building any kind of business. Okay, you want to communicate with them who you are, what you have to offer. Provide some real valuable content in your email. Don't just try to constantly sell them one thing after another. Provide them with, they've taken interest in your products for whatever reason. And if you can provide them with more solutions to help them with their problem, whatever that problem may be, then you are going to create a relationship with them through these emails where that will increase your chances of ultimately selling your products or services to these individuals. So follow-up is extremely important. Went through that pretty fast, hard to mouthful. If you've never really gone through a sales funnel yourself, you may want to rewatch this video, kind of get a better grasp of the concept. But just remember, we're talking about creating a passive income here. And this is a very crucial element in creating that passive income. Because like I said in this video, you put in the work beforehand, creating this entire sales funnel, creating your advertisement campaigns, or creating your landing page, creating your emails, creating your videos for your where you're talking more in depth about your products or your services. I mean, you want to put all the pieces together before you actually run your advertisement live and start driving traffic. Because now once that's all done, you can put that all out there live. You can walk out of the office, you can go out and play a game of golf or whatever tickles your fancy, hang out with the wife and the kids, whatever you want to do. Because all of that stuff now is going to run for you automatically behind the scenes while you're doing other things. Maybe you need to run that whole sales funnel behind the scenes while you work in other areas of your business. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can leverage there by having that automated system running for you. So I hope this makes sense. There's, like I said, there's a lot of information in this particular video, but I wanted to break it up into individual parts. And the reason why that's important is because what I'm going to talk about in the third part of this video is going to be how we optimize a sales funnel. Because the reality is you're not going to create your very first sales funnel, put it out there on the internet, and make millions. It just doesn't work that way. There's skills that you have to learn, and there's trial and error that you're going to have to go through, and you're going to have to spend a lot of time what we call the optimization phase. And how to optimize a sales funnel is exactly what I'm going to be diving deeper into my next video, which will be part 3 and the final part of setting and creating up a passive income. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, please give me your honest feedback, either a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate it. Thanks for spending your time with me here. We'll see you in the next video.